Hello, everybody. Hope you're having a good day. So today I'm just trying to share some unfortunate news in Hong Kong for the Pokemon thefts. So basically, recently, there are two victims that have been trying to do a transaction of a card trading, and it happens in the Lantin station here that you see, Lantin, and the Sha Tin station. So basically, a lot of people would do like what happened is they would do exchange at the gate at the subway line in the MTR subway line, kind of for trading and stuff. Because a lot of people do that because if you do it like say this is the gate, and if you do it here, you don't have to pay for the extra fees for the transportation. So they usually do it exchange there for a lot of say Facebook Marketplace and whatnot. People would tend to do that, and that's for both cases. The incidents happened exactly the same way in both stations. So people were trying to exchange cards. Specifically like these cards, like the Firefighter here or the Giratina here, and they basically is about 28. So 28,000 Hong Kong dollars for card value. They were trying to exchange the cards for both cases. They're trying to exchange for a cosplay Pikachu. I believe it was for the oh, actually I should just show. It was for the duck. Sorry, too many ads, but it's for the duck. Yeah, for the the Charizard, the duck Ponchu for duck Charizard and the regular Charizard and so on and so forth. So and what happened is the first one just basically Mr. I think they have the name of the victims, like last name. One is Mr. Owl, and the other one, I forgot already. Sorry, guys. Gary. For both cases, they for Gary's cases, he was when he was checking the cards, because usually when you exchange cards like that, do a trade of cards. When people check the values, the other person just ran when they get a chance. So that's Gary's case, and for Mr. Owl's case was when he received the cards, they are fakes, they're not real. So for both cases, the good news is it is bad news for both Gary and Mr. Owl. It has all their trade are actually slabs cards, and I'm gonna freeze the screen here a little bit so that you guys can see it. These are all the cert. They are doing slabs trade for PSA, so they all has the cert. So if you see these cert numbers here for Gary's, and I'm gonna move it a little bit, these are Mr. Owl's cards. These 7 cards, basically 25th anniversary and whatnot. If you see these are theft items. So unfortunately for them, most likely what will happen is, because at least in Hong Kong, people will know these certs are now theft items. It's probably they cannot transfer hands of the cards at all. So make sure you don't buy it if you see these numbers to call the police or whatever. And report to authority for that. But these are the numbers again. It's a bummer. It's like the 151, all 9 of them, serial number, kind of like the starters, all 9 cards. That just sucks because it's like a serial number. These are all PSA 10, I believe. If you see it, make sure you report to authority because these are theft items. They did report to the police already. And unfortunately, I think most likely what will happen is the robbers. And it's like it felt like a crime group. It doesn't feel like individual case for both scenario. It sounds like there's an active crime group that's targeting collectors for Pokemon. Anywho, so for the crime group, most likely they would just break the slabs and take the plunge of the value because of breaking the PSA 10 slabs and just sell it because there's no way they can sell it by the certification number, most likely. And this article, I'll put it in the description. You can do Google translation to read it if you're interested. But basically, this expert was giving tips on how to do a safe trade or exchange. Basically, go to a safe place like a card store trade, like, or platform, like, go to a place that's safe. That's tip 1. Tip 2 is, bring a UV light or something that you can use to authenticate if it's a real card, if it's a genuine item or not, because you might get fakes. Like a UV light, you might want to watch videos on how to know if there's a fake cards or not, that kind of stuff. And thirdly, when you do a big ticket item, like, with that involves a lot of values, don't go by yourself, go with a friend. So then, when you are checking the card, at least your friend can look at the other person and make sure that, like they cannot just run with it, kind of. And if you go to a safe place in the first place, like a public place with a lot of people, as with safe place, that also will help. So don't go alone, go with friends, to a safe place and bring tools like a black light or UV light or something to help to check. So yeah, I'll put the description, the whole thing in description. Yeah, be safe out there. I know trading is fun, but it would not be fun if you lose all your cards, and it's a bummer because both of them happened on the same day in Hong Kong. So and I saw what cards they lost, and I felt bad for them. One of them is the Giratina. I still haven't got my Giratina, to be honest. That was a very hard to get card, like for me, and the firefighter ones, those are kind of hard to get. And then Gary's is like the Mario's, the Luigi cards and stuff. So those are hard to get a PSA 10. So felt that bad for them. Anyway, watch out for those numbers. If you have any contacts with those certain numbers, do stay vigilant and just make sure, like, don't buy theft items. I wish there's a place where you can see it. Usually when you buy it on the PSA website, like when you check the certain number, you can see if it's a theft item already or not. So like, I guess that's another way to do it. Just check the certain number every single time. That would be the best. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Until next time, have a good one, guys. Bye.